How's it going, everyone? This is Walter the Film Hermit, and this is going to be my short review of Malignant, a film directed by James Wan. And this is another horror film by James Wan. He is the director of the first two Conjuring films and the director of the original Saw, which I either forgot or didn't know. I never saw the original Saw, but I'm actually a big fan of his work, and I never wanted to watch Saw because it always seemed like it was some type of torture porn film. It wouldn't really interest me, but I think he's a good director and I might check it out. But I watched Malignant, and Malignant is at theaters as of this weekend and also on HBO Max. I watched it on HBO Max at home. And this is a very well done, stylish horror film that is kind of ridiculous and batshit crazy. But I liked it. I did. I've been reading some reviews about it and people have been kind of hard on it. And one thing I did notice about this movie stars Annabelle Wallis, which a lot of people have been giving her a lot of negative reviews on her performance, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. I didn't agree. One thing about this movie that stood out at first to me was that it doesn't do a really great job of setting up its characters, in the sense that you don't really know who a lot of these people are before a lot of things start going wacky and crazy. So Annabelle Wallis stars as this woman that I believe it showed that she worked at a hospital. She comes home, she has an abusive husband, which instantly turned me off. I'm like, oh, another one of these movies. And then some really crazy stuff happens, and then he dies, and it's under mysterious circumstances, and you don't understand why. And you go through this horror story of trying to figure out the mystery of who's killing these people and how is she aware of it. And at first, like I said, I wasn't really crazy about the story because I didn't really know that much about her. And then her sister's introduced, and I really didn't know much about the sister. And I just wasn't really that into the story until it got really deeper into it, and I started to have a lot of fun with it. One thing about this movie is that you can't take it too seriously because it's kind of ridiculous. But it's pretty fun. One thing I liked about the direction of this film, it was kind of like an ode to old 70s and 80s horror films. Just the way that it's shot and how the way things are set up. Like, for example, there's a sequence toward the beginning of the film where the monster is inside the house and the camera is above the actress Annabelle Wallis, and you could see the rooms as she's going from one room to the other. There's a lot of really great camera angles, and the way they shot the villain, the monster in this film, was really, really amazing, and it just keeps you guessing about what's really going on. One thing, towards the middle of the film, there's a sequence in a jail cell, and for a while I thought I heard Zoe Bell's voice, and then one of the women in the jail was Zoe Bell, and I was like, that's Zoe Bell, and it's just like, she was wearing makeup and I didn't recognize her, so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Also, the mother played in the movie is played by Susanna Thompson. And I recognized her, and I was like, I recognize this actress, and I don't remember where I recognized her from. Then I remembered she was the mom in the Arrow series. She was Arrow's mom. And she was also the Borg Queen in Star Trek Voyager. They had Alice Krige was the Borg Queen in First Contact. And then Susanna Thompson played her in the television series. And I always thought they couldn't afford Alice Krige. And then Alice Krige came back and played it in the Voyager finale, which is another topic altogether. But a lot of people were kind of saying that the performances in this movie weren't good. And I guess a lot of critics are attacking Annabelle Wallis for some reason. And I thought the performances were fine for the type of movie this is. This is a movie that's really going to get a lot of credit for the technical aspects of it and just basically having fun with a horror film. And I think on those aspects, it's fine. I was very entertained. It made me laugh towards the end. But probably parts of it where I shouldn't have been laughing, I was laughing, but I came away with it being entertained. The jump scares worked just fine. The overall story is completely ridiculous, but it was at the point where it was ridiculous where they didn't lose me. It was ridiculous where I'm like, okay, I'm on board, let's do it. So I don't want to ruin this for anyone. I'm not going to go into any deeper detail of what the story is about or who the monster is and so forth, or what the monster is. I just watch it and have a good time. That's my recommendation. You can watch it in theaters or you can watch it on HBO Max. It'll be on HBO Max from 31 days from Friday. There's a few more movies coming out straight to HBO Max for the remainder of the year, but apparently next year this is all going to be theatrical releases only, so enjoy it while it lasts. So that is my review, my quick review of Malignant, James Wan's new horror film on HBO Max and in theaters. I hope you guys check it out, and please like, comment, and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. Thanks so much and have a good day.